god, so many books just fell. Aren't you guys happy to see me again? Hello, ladies and gents and everything between and outside of it. Today we're doing a TBR. A physical TBR. I am not including all the books that I did in my most recent book haul, which means that all the books I'm going to show you today plus 21 books is what's still on my physical TBR. And this, for your information, is 58. 58 books plus 20. 78 books. Oh my god. I feel really guilty right now. So let's get into this because this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna see how this goes, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I am gonna be sipping on this throughout the video. My mom always likes to give me quite a lot of books. So these are not all that she gave me, but these I had like these on one pile. So basically that. So I got The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This was super popular a while back. I don't know, it's like basically it's a self-help book about the subtle art of not giving a fuck. And my mom didn't really get through this, but my mom said that since I'm in a phase right now of trying to be a better person, that I should probably read this. And the next book that she gave me is The Chain. This was also quite popular. And it's basically like a stranger kidnapped their child. You need to kidnap another child in order for your child to be released. Are you going to continue the chain or not? My mom loved this. My mom is weirdly obsessed with children's books about children. Then she got me Gone Girl. Well, she gave me it. She read it herself, and she said that I should absolutely read it since I love the movie. But it's quite one. Then my mom gave me quite a few of her Blue Monday series. So Blue Monday series is basically a Nikki French series that goes from Monday till Sunday, and she has all the other ones, she just doesn't know where, so she just gave me these because she knew where they were, and then when she finds them she can continue to give them to me. And she gave me Blood Orange. She just got her first murder case to defend, but all is never as it seems. So this was also really hyped a while back. My mom is currently also reading a book from the same author, which is really liking, so I think that's good. And then she gave me all of these. This is not a series, it's just all from the same author. I already read Perfect Wife, which is the same cover as well, but I already read that. So we have The Girl Before, Playing Nice, and Believe Me. Believe Me is about Claire takes a job, only a job she can, working for a firm of divorce lawyers, posing as an easy pickup in hotel bars to entrap straying husbands. I just didn't know how to rephrase that. And basically one of her targets becomes involved in a murder case and the police wants her to help. This one is about two babies that got mixed up at birth. Their child is not actually their child. But how much can the parents of each child trust each other, and how much can they trust their real parents of their child or even like each other? So like that kind of goes into a weird spiral. And The Girl Before is basically a girl moves into this house, but when she discovers when she starts to live there is that there's been a murder before. And one of my favorite books actually has the same exact storyline, like kind of like the same concept. Now we're gonna do a quick tap in the past and get some books that I got probably in 2020 or 2019, so this is a while back. So this is the pile. Am I normal yet? I started this, but I didn't get that far. I kind of DNF'd it and just started a different book. The books were not really my style back then. I wanted more, I was more for the thriller, and I was really into self-help books, but this was more of a self-help book through a story, so kind of the Midnight Library. I think that's what it is. I'm actually not sure. I just kind of assume that. If it's not, don't come for me. And this is apparently actually a series now. Like normal at 16 is college in UK. Friends who won't dump you, parties, fun, a boyfriend. She's almost off her meds and she's not really sure is she normal yet? That's basically what she's trying to figure out. And since I'm almost 16, I'm currently on medication. I feel like this hits a bit more close than it would have 2 years ago when I was 13 and unmedicated. Mad Girl, this is from the same author as You Got This, and I'm pretty sure that I also kind of started this one, but I just couldn't get through. I was really in my self-help book phase. The author, she has OCD, so she's tells about it, how her OCD has caused alopecia, bulimia, drug dependency. But I feel like when I started reading this, it was not really like also my my writing style because I was still quite young. Then my mom got me Murder Most Unladylike. Basically, two friends, they set up a secret detective agency. They can't find like a proper murder case to investigate. Then they find a body, and then 5 minutes later the body has disappeared. So this is kind of the same as Hamish Macbeth and Helen Grace. This is kind of this will continue on into a series, so it's like the same detective, different cases, which I personally really like. Then my mom once gave me Secret Smile by Nikki Friend. I still haven't read this. It's really, so many books that I have are by Nikki Friend that I still haven't read. It's bad. He's involved with their sister after 2 weeks. Because this time Brennan will stop at nothing to be part of Miranda's life, even if it means taking it from her. So maybe she died, maybe she almost gets killed. And then I got Unexplained, and in the front says Supernatural Stories for Uncertain Times. It's a case about a 1970s German demonic possession, and then we learn more about like poltergeists and stuff. So then I'm just gonna do these two. I got this one last fall. Wait, maybe we should do the last fall pile then, if we're gonna go into last fall. I got What Lies Buried. Fun fact, literally most of these books are from England. It's so bad. I think 99%. So it's a forensic psychologist, true stories of madness, the bad and the misunderstood. So it's basically like her point of view of working through cases. If you didn't know, I want to become a forensic psychologist or a criminologist. Well, I want to study criminal psychology. There's a difference between criminology and criminal psychology. I want to study criminal psychology or forensic psychology. Not completely sure yet. I saw this and I was like, I need to have this in case I need to dive a bit further, and this just seemed really interesting. I'm very obsessed with true crime, murder, thriller, and ghosts. Then I got When They Find Her. She's like desperate to prove her ex-husband that she can take care of their child. An overnight stay goes terribly wrong, and she tells a desperate lie that her daughter has gone missing. Soon the whole country will be looking for her daughter, but Naomi knows that her lie has gone too far, and it's a psychology thriller, and I'm a sucker for psychology thrillers. So this was really up my alley, and I don't know why I still haven't picked this up. Then I got Missing Pieces. Missing Pieces. I saw this everywhere, and I just decided to get it. Yeah, so Rebecca vanished 5 months ago, and why is nobody looking for her? So 2 women are missing, 2 pieces of the same puzzle, but what links these apparent unrelated cases, and when does missing mean murder? And I got The Killer is Across the Table. This is from the same author that wrote Mindhunter. The killer across the table inside the minds of psychopaths and predators. As you can tell, again, criminal profiling. This is not really last fall, but this was kind of, it was a while back, let's say. I got Milk and Honey from my mom, and just a poetry book that I've wanted to read. My mom gave me Bell Jar and the Catcher in the Rye, just 2 classics I have to get to. Pride and Prejudice, also a classic that I want to get to. And then I got Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. This is the book that I end up DNFing, but I do want to pick it up eventually again, because I've just, ever since I bought it, I see it everywhere. Like literally in every bookstore I go, I see it. And there's been, I think, a movie made. And if I really never get to the book, I do want to see the movie because I do like the concept of it. And then for Christmas, I got Everyone You Hate Is Going to Die. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen this on my story. I posted this on my story, and then Daniel Sloss reposted it. Daniel Sloss reposted it. And that was one of the best days of my life. Literally, I think that day, I also got reposted by somebody else, and like somebody else acknowledged me as well. So that day was just, it was beautiful. Daniel Sloss is a Scottish comedian, and I've loved him for a while, and I really want to get, he published a book, and I was like, I need to get this, because he has quite some good advice. So this is basically comforting thoughts on family, friends, sex, love, and more things that ruin your life. Oh my god, so many books just fell. An entire pile just fucking fell. Talking with Serial Killers, this is basically a book, it's a true crime book where they talk to certain people that are related with murderers, psychopaths. So now this is talking with serial killers, sleeping with psychopaths. There's multiple parts. Then I got 3 John Green books. I have another one, but that was in my most recent book haul. So we got Looking for Alaska, The Fault in Our Stars, and Paper Towns. Sad books. I Will Not Be Okay. Girl in Pieces, I also got this a while back. I got this in like February. I haven't read this because what happened in the cover, Trigger warning, skip to this time frame if you don't want me to talk about self-harm. Just go. So this book is about self-harm. It's Girl in Pieces, you can clearly tell by the cover. But the thing, what kind of threw me off is I didn't notice this when I bought it. So basically this like dents in, so if you touch it over it, it feels like actual like, which is just extremely triggering. And I said to myself that I wouldn't read this book if I wasn't ready yet mentally. I do really want to get to it because I've heard that it's just amazing, but it's a massive book and I don't want to put myself through that and then put myself on a reading slump because I'm not okay, and then have it affect my mental health as well. Then I got Acts of Desperation. I saw this and my mom just gave it to me because she got it, I think, and then she was like, I think you'll like this, so she gave it to me. Then we got Waste of Space. I got this at school. We had a book day and then everyone could hand in their books that they didn't want anymore, and then they sold them for second hand and all that money got. So I got this, which is apparently a third part in a series. So I've been trying to find 1 or 2 in a bookshop or just secondhand. But it's basically just like about a murder case in space. Then I got this sometime in February in England as well, 8 Perfect Hours, which is kind of like, it catched my eye because it looked so much like, they both die at the end, but on the other hand, it is quite a similar thing. So basically they meet one night and then they spend 8 perfect hours together, and they think that they'll never see each other again. But then actually their lives become entangled in ways they never would expect. What really also made me buy it is in the front, on the top. On the cover it says, what if you fell in love and then he disappeared. Then this is another book my mom gave me. I didn't put that in that pile because this one more recent. She gave me one day. My mom gave me this book because she heard me talking about sad books, and this book apparently made her just sob. It's been through it. And then I have Jigsaw Man, Killer. There's a killer. Looks like other MO, but he's already in prison. Police try to get in the mind of the killer. Bad Girls Don't Die. Haunted. Cade gets possessed. Older sister doesn't know what to do. Trilogy. What if I did every book like that? Just words. Also got this at that school thing. Tried to read it. Couldn't. I thought, oh, nice quick read, you know. I just couldn't get through the writing. And then we got The Outsider by Stephen King. Man is guilty because of all the evidence. It leads to him. But on camera, he's obviously somewhere else. So how can he have such a strong alibi, but also have all the evidence lead to him? Stephen King. Gonna absolutely smack my ass. What pile do you think it is? You guessed it right! Murder Mystery, Nikki French. Payment in Blood. My mom gave me this. Kind of the same thing as Helen Grace, same detective, different case. Memory Game. My mom gave me this as well. There was a skeleton under someone's garden. Bones belong to their daughter, who went missing 25 years ago. Murderer must be very close to home. I need to read these books. Killing Me Softly. Guess what? My mom gave me this. She has a loving boyfriend, successful career, close friends, but then meets this random guy, and then she kind of wants like a passionate affair, you know what I mean? Like he teaches her things that she never knew about herself, but then her love and sexual obsession starts to overwhelm her until they threaten her everything. Her safety, her sanity, and finally her life. So I feel like he's manipulative, a killer, and then I think this has also been turned into a movie. That's just my guessing because of the cover, because I've seen different covers before. Repossessed, got this at my school thing as well. It is basically about this guy. I prefer the term fallen angel, and he takes a vacation. So this gave me Lucifer vibes, and I die for Lucifer, and then he possesses someone. Also got this book at school, The Couple Next Door. Your neighbor told you that she didn't want your 6-month-old daughter at the dinner party. Nothing personal, she just couldn't stand her crying. Daughter is gone. You never had to call the police before, but now that they're in your home, who knows what they'll find there? What could you be capable of? Dark Places, same author as Gone Girl. Same thing. I started this, read the first 20 pages, just see the bookmark is still in there. Couldn't really get into it. I wasn't really feeling a mystery, so I think I read something else, and I just haven't picked it up ever since. Then The Chemistry of Death. This is also part of his series. This forensic guy, he just quit his job because of a traumatic event, and then the police need him again for 2 bodies that they found that are weirdly connected. Beneath the Skin, again, Nikki French. Three women have nothing in common except for the man who wants to kill them. He sends them letters, intimate details of their lives, the clothes they wear, habits, how they act when they think they're alone, and how he will bring those to a terrible violent end. And then stuff happens. French, what to do when someone dies. It's devastating to hear that your husband died in a horrific car accident. She doesn't want to be upset with him, but you know, she's like starting to question her sanity and her motive. And then she thinks that she might be murdered, but then kind of the suspicion starts to fall more on the wife than the actual affair. We have the vault. This is again like an inspector thing. On the cellar floor, a plastic bag lies the body of a badly decomposed man. Beside him are the remains of two women and the skeleton of a young man whose skull was almost attached. Then the case comes a bit too close to himself. Last pile, guys! Okay, so yesterday I binged, I read Heartstopper 1 in one sitting, so I decided that I wanted to buy Heartstopper 2, and then also immediately after that I bought Heartstopper 3 and 4, who are arriving tomorrow. So, Heartstopper 2, after this video I'm reading this. So, this is not a love story, I got this at school as well, at the school thing. So, her father suddenly dies, and then her mom suggests moving to Amsterdam. Hey! She just does it, you know, will this make her life better? And then she meets two guys, and it's kind of like a love triangle, I think. I've never really read a love triangle, so I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, and that kind of also tells me if I would like love triangles in the future. Then I have the Song of Achilles. I know I still haven't read this, it's really bad. I got it for €1.50 at like a thrift store, and it's more like I know I need to read this book, but you know what? Actually, I know when I'm gonna read this. I'm going to Greece for the summer because we've been going to Greece for I think the past 12 years every summer. So basically most of my life. So I feel like this is appropriate to read in Greece. Don't you think? Yeah, I think. Say You Remember Me. Say You Remember Me. Sorry. He's convicted of a crime that he didn't commit, and Ellie is the governor's daughter, and then they have an immediate connection. I was here, same thing, at school. I got this. I actually never saw this before, but then again, after I bought it, I saw it everywhere. They're inseparable, or they thought they were, or Cody thought they were, and then her best friend kills herself. And how well do you know your best friend, and what do you do when they choose to leave you behind? A pitched perfect blend of mystery, tragedy, and romance, set by the author of The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Maybe I should read this. Rabbit Hole is there's a murder in a psychiatric hospital. You see Alice Armature is methodical, tireless, and she's quickly on the trail of the killer. The only problem is that Alice is a patient too. Oh, on the front it says police patient killer, which is Alice. Truth Games. An old friend from university re-enters her life. Dark memories from Ellie's past begin to resurface as Ellie starts to unravel some shocking and sinister realities. She realizes that she must choose between keeping the family she loves and facing the truth. Like every other true book. Two women die. They're not related in any way, but they kind of are because it's similar MO. The DC wants answers. You know, were they taken? Were they killed? Where are they now? You know, with a ticking clock, they must find both wives before they disappear forever. Oh, this is also the same person that wrote Just My Luck. Last book, guys! Last book. Boys Don't Cry. My friend is currently reading this. We actually both got the same book, and we were both talking about it. She was like, oh yeah, I have that as well. I was like, oh my god, really? So like, that was really nice because I like thought that she would really like this book, so that was like fun. So I'm just gonna read you what it says on the back because it's like this big. They say boys don't cry, but Finn sees his dad do it when he thinks no one's looking, so that's not true. And it isn't okay to be sad when things are bad. They say boys don't cry, but you might. And apparently this book is really sad, the movie is really sad. My mom cried really hard watching the movie, so we're like, what? We're literally like an hour later. We're finally done, guys! And now I can put all these books back into my bookshelves. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna lay in bed and read Heartstopper. I'll edit this video later tonight, not right now. Let me know what your most anticipated reads are. Like any books that you really want me to read. Maybe I can do a reading vlog on that. If you see any books from here, there are a few books on here that I'm already gonna do a reading vlog on. So yeah, those were all the books that I still need to read. Well, actually, not all of them. I have 20 other ones. So yeah, wish me luck. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you got some recommendations out of this. And I'll see you when I see you. My back hurts as well, bro.